Oh joy, here we go again. Which group occupies the very top of the human rights totem pole? Is it Islam or is it the LGBTQ community? You see, turns out a female Muslim spa employee refused to shave the legs of a transgendered woman, and this brouhaha is all headed to litigation now. Hey, pass the popcorn. This ought to be good. Astute viewers of this space may recall my rant last week in which I chronicled the human rights conundrum at the Peel District School Board. You see, last year, this school board, in the name of reasonable accommodation, allowed for gender apartheid mosques in its schools. There were huge concerns about these mini mosques, given that the Peel board is taxpayer funded and supposedly secular and is allegedly committed to gender equity. But Islam is a protected species by those on the left, so all those Hindu and Christian and Jewish and Buddhist and Sikh parents who expressed outrage over Sharia law at a public school, well, the Peel board told those Islamophobic bigots to piss off. But when it came to flying the rainbow flag to commemorate the LGBTQ community, suddenly the Peel board was more sensitive to concerns being floated. Concerns by whom? Oh, I think you know who. So now the Peel poobahs are deep in thought as to whether those rainbow flags will ever see the light of day. Islamophobia is verboten. As for homophobia, maybe not so much. And so it is that in Peel region, it is Islam 1, LGBTQ 0, for all those at home keeping score. Well, if the mosques versus the rainbow flags made for a raucous round 1, this week we get round 2. But this Islam versus LGBTQ brouhaha isn't being contested at a school board, but rather at a beauty spa. Here's the dealio. A transgender woman, which means this person was born a man but is now identifying as a woman, tried to book a hair removal treatment last March at a Windsor, Ontario spa called Mad Wax. According to a report by radio station CKLW, the transgendered person was told she could not be accommodated because the only person to do the waxing service that day was a practicing Muslim woman. And this woman refrains from physical contact with males outside of her own family. Now, I suppose that even though the transgendered person thinks of itself as a she, the Muslim staffer still considers this person to be a he. Oh, it's so complicated, isn't it? Well, the next thing you know, that transgender woman is filing a complaint with the Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario, claiming she was denied services based on her gender identity and gender expression. The complainant, who wishes to remain anonymous, is seeking, golly, $50,000 in compensation for, quote, immense harm to her dignity, end quote. Now, as an aside, folks, if anyone wants to ransack my dignity, I'll acquiesce to that request for just half that amount of money. Be thanking you. In any event, the spa's lawyer, Ray Colati, says Mad Wax welcomes all clients regardless of sex, gender, gender identity, or sexual orientation. But, and it's a big but here, the spa also, quote, respects its own staff and religious beliefs and feelings of safety and dignity in regards to the right in not performing waxing services that they don't feel comfortable providing, end quote. You see, the trans woman could have come back the following day to be accommodated by a non-Muslim staffer, but that wasn't good enough. And so it is that a human rights smackdown begins. Golly, which identity group will prevail this time? In the meantime, you know who I really feel sorry for, folks? That would be the owner of the spa, Jason Carruthers. I mean, this entrepreneur probably went into the beauty business to make people's lives nicer. I mean, a spa is all about tranquility and serenity now and beautification. And now this poor guy, already shelling out big bucks on lawyers' fees, is heading toward a kangaroo court that may conk him over the head with an additional $50,000 penalty. Mad wax indeed. For the Rebel.Media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, I can't wait to see you at the Rebel Live event. That's coming up on Saturday, June the 2nd. Oh, wow, what a jam-packed slate of guests we have. Ezra Levent, of course, Sheila Gunn-Reid, John Cardillo, Katie Hopkins. Wow, you don't want to miss this. So please go to therebellive.com and get your tickets today.